last time, and so I got that on Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday, and so I've had the week going to work in the car, which has been fantastic, especially with the weather that we've been having as well. It seems to have got really bad all of a sudden. But I love my car now. It seems it's the only thing I can think about at the moment. And I love driving. And I just seem to make excuses to go to places I don't need to go to when I've got loads of work to do at home. And I'm supposed to be doing loads of work, and instead I'm trying to convince myself that I've got to go out and do different things. And on Saturday, well, I guess I should start from the beginning. A while ago, I started making cupcakes, and my favourite kind of cupcake to make is triple chocolate, which is a chocolate cupcake, which is the sponge cupcake bit. I use a strong Bourneville cocoa for that, and then a thick butter icing, again made with tons of chocolate, but the butter icing is really dense, and it's really lovely icing, very rich. And then I also grate some chocolate over the top as well, just before the icing is finished. As soon as I've put it on, just before it goes hard, I scrape the chocolate onto there as well. So huge swirls of chocolate, and the sponge in the cupcake is so moist that when you bite into the cupcake, it's just heavenly, absolutely gorgeous. So I normally make probably about 12 at a time, but I make them big. I make them in muffin cases. So I've made these huge muffin-sized cupcakes, so they're huge. And because it was my dad that actually gave me the car, as I told you last time, a squirting sound, like a squeezing or squirting sound, like a squelching, or a bubbling, if you know what I would mean, and I didn't know what it was. So, of course, this is my first car, so of course I've panicked a little bit, and I thought, well, what am I going to do now? So I let the engine cool down for a couple of minutes, and then I thought my dad would know probably what was wrong with the car, and it was still driving okay. There was no drop in performance. It just felt the same. So I just drove really slowly, about 20 miles an hour, to my dad's house. And instead of getting out of the car with a smile on my face, because he always comes out of the back of his house, where I park the car, he always comes out of his back gate because he hears me coming, because it's quite a quiet road. So he hears me coming and opens the back gate. And instead of what I'd wanted, which was me to emerge from the car with a big smile on my face and give him this big box of cupcakes, to give, to do something for him for a change. Instead, I just looked very worried, and again, he did something for me, which, it seems like he keeps doing, but he's ever so good like that. I guess that's the job of a father, isn't it? But I do always feel ever so guilty when he does so much for me, and I always feel like I don't do enough in return. But I'll come back to that. So yeah, he had a look, and he could tell that I was a bit worried, and he said that the water in the car had gone down a small amount, still not below the minimum level, but just somewhere in between max and minimum. And he said that I just burst a water hose, thankfully. I thought it was something really serious, and it wasn't smoke, it was just steam. And it's the coolant that's in the water that I could smell as well. That had a bit of a sweet smell that was evaporating with the water, and I could smell the the antifreeze that was in there. So we went round to the mechanic who lived round the corner, and he took a look at it and just fixed that straight away. There was no problems with that. But I was so relieved that it wasn't anything serious. I was honestly just so scared. I thought, having only had the car for 4 days, that I'd just broken it. But yeah, so we got that fixed, and that was really good. And the mechanic, because he only had to do a quick thing just to fix it, he didn't charge either, which was wonderful. So I also gave him a couple of cupcakes, and he said they were the best he'd ever tasted. So my dad had said the same thing too, which was really nice. Myself and my dad have got something called Cake Wars now, which is we're trying to outdo each other in a bake-off kind of contest where we just bring things round to each other every now and again, but instead of just bringing one to try, or when they come round perhaps just having something there ready, instead I thought I'd take him the following day to have a nice Sunday lunch, some roast beef, and he's a fantastic cook, fantastic chef. But instead I offered to take him out for dinner instead. So I took him out for a Sunday lunch in a nice restaurant instead. Again, really, just because it done so much for me, really, that I felt like I needed to do something in return. I think that's very important. If people do things for you, that it's not just a one-sided relationship. And I guess you guys would mostly agree with that. Because it's ever so easy to just accept somebody's generosity and willingness to help you with things, but making sure that it's not one-sided is very important, I think, in maintaining a good relationship with people. So, but yeah, that was my weekend really. I went for a nice drive up to Lichfield as well. I don't know if anybody knows the Midlands very well in England, but that was really nice. I had a nice drive and went to a bead shop called Spellbound, where there must be thousands of different kinds of beads, and I helped to make a really nice bracelet. It was actually in there, which not really something I would generally do. It's certainly not the most manly of activities at the weekend, but I strangely enjoyed it. Actually, it was actually really nice. My creative side came out, although not that I would wear such a thing, but it was a nice gift anyway. So I made it for somebody else, which was really nice. So, but anyway, we're running out of time on this video. I really hope you enjoyed that. I want to say thank you very much to everybody that's listened to my videos, and to my subscribers as well. It's much appreciated. And if there's anything that you can think of that you would like me to do in a video, I'd be happy for you to send me a message with a request on. That's absolutely fine, because I'm a fan of people doing those for me as well. So, don't hesitate. If there's anything you would like me to do, I'll try it. I can't guarantee you will like it, but I will certainly try it for you,